So one thing that's interesting about the Concord discourse in terms of how it sort of flops so badly that people aren't talking as much about is the sort of psychological impact of the way that a lot of modern free to play games work. Where this game looks like a free to play game, but it wants to have a business model that's sort of a fully paid model with continuous updates and features and things like cutscenes and such that are constantly happening in the background for the player to experience the story. And this really sort of brings me back to something that Nintendo had tried a few years ago. Particular, the big example of this is with Russellville Baseball, where they decided to go for a route which was a lot more consumer friendly. But the problem with this sort of model they pitched, which essentially is the freemium model, similar to games like Doom had back in the 90s, where you got an extended demo of the game and then you hit these sort of paywall gates. You had to pay to get more of the game, access to more of the game. And even though in theory this is literally the most consumer friendly way of doing things, because you're allowing the consumer to make a choice to say, I am enjoying this thing, I will pay you to continue to enjoy this thing, it doesn't feel that way to a consumer. Consumers don't see that. They don't think in the abstract. They think about things with their emotions. Like, consumers are very emotional people. I'm emotional, you're emotional, everyone's emotional. Everyone thinks with their emotions and not with what is the best way for it to do something. And this is a big reason why that freemium model sort of failed, as well as why things like sort of Concord's model also was failing, even though there was a lot of sort of marketing and other stuff where there wasn't much name recognition behind this game and design stuff. But I do think this was also another big factor where it looked like a free-to-play game that you had to pay up front for. Was it actually worth that cost? I don't know, and I don't think that really matters, because at the end of the day, consumers don't think like that. They don't think about, is it actually worth it? They think about how it makes them feel. And those are my thoughts. Thank you very much. Bye.